Are the Leafs ready to exercise their demons, in your opinion?
100%. I think they
Okay.
are.
Whew.
They've showed it all year long. I 100% have faith that they will get through this round. Obviously, anything can happen. They have to go do it, but everything says that they will and they should. I mean, last year they had them to within a goal, game 7, overtimes, all kinds of things going on. And Tampa was a much better team. Toronto was a much worse team, and now the tables have turned, and I believe that the Toronto Maple Leafs are a better team than the Tampa Bay Lightning. Everything about them says that, and I just think it's their time. And I think they've got the maturity, they've got the depth, they've got the grit, they've got the goaltending, they've got the D, they've got the goal scoring, and they've just got it all to get through the first round. I mean, if it wasn't for the demons, like you say, it wouldn't even be a conversation on whether they can do it or not. Just talking about the first round with a team of this caliber.
Well, firstly, as you say, every year is different, right? So to carry it from year to year is unfair. As somebody who's covered this team through this entire era, the Dubas era, the Keefe era, I could tell you this is the most confident I have felt about Toronto Maple Leafs heading into a first round matchup. I don't care who they're playing. I know the bubble, the pandemic was a different story. I'm still bitter over that loss to Columbus, albeit it happened in the month of August. The Montreal loss, don't get me started. But I call it a perfect storm because you look at Tampa, they've been to 3 consecutive Stanley Cup finals. By their standards, they're coming off a so-so, almost pedestrian regular season. The finish wasn't great. There's some aging guys on that roster. There's not as much depth as previous years. So from that perspective, I just feel very, very confident. At this point in time, I mean, Kyle Dubas did everything possible to put this team in position to not only win this series, but to win the Stanley Cup. I think it's important to know, let's not lose track of the big goal, right? Everybody's going to talk about winning a round. I'm thinking above that. And I think you have to look that way. I don't care if they haven't won a playoff series in 19 years or whatever it is, or they won one last year. You have to have that mindset to begin with that we're going to do something substantial here. I love the depth. I think the blue line's been much better as of late. The bottom six has been a great story for me. And I believe in Ilya Samsonov. I'll just come out and say it. I think for all those conversations that will be had over the next couple of days, suggesting there's such an upper hand when it comes to Tampa in the goaltending situation. I'm going to say no, there's not. I think Samsonov deserves a lot more credit than he's getting right now.
Yeah, well, you're going to bring me to my point on the next one, which I'll hold off on, but I couldn't agree more. I just think their depth is better. I mean, think of say what you want about Kyle Dubas, but I mean, we ran into issues. We ran into injury problems. We lost Jake Muzzin, and we brought in some guys to fill those holes. Our bottom six, our depth was definitely helped out. And our goaltending situation, I know Matt Murray didn't pan out the way we wanted. He couldn't stay healthy, and that was the issue. But he's covered his ass with Ilya Samsonov, and he's produced with flying colors. So I really feel just as confident as you do going in. There's no reason to think that they're going to do anything but get past the first round and then continue on with a nice run, and we'll see what happens.